Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this section. So this section really starts to take words and turn them into equations. So, there's some things that, you could talk about. Is always an indicator for equals. Obviously, equals is another indicator for equals. But typically, if you see the word is, you're looking at an equality. So, T is for more than. So that more than means like addition. Product means multiplication of 7 times S. K is equal to the sum of H plus and 23. So that's, you're adding that. Y is half of X plus 10. C is equal to 17 minus 3D. Okay, so that's kind of what you're looking at. So now if we were to take a look at some word problems, I look here. Tara plans to rent a car for the weekend. The car rental is $45 plus $15 for every mile that she drives. So C, the cost, is equal to 45 plus 0.15 miles. Which we can abbreviate. I'm going to erase here, probably shake the camera, but we'll abbreviate the miles as M. Write a function rule. So this would be our function rule. It's an equation. And then I want to know how much the rental is if she drives 500 miles. So essentially what I would do is I would just plug in 500 in for my miles. Okay. And so 500... 0.15, so I've got 0, 0, 25, 0, 0, 5, so $75, and then plus 45 gives me 120, so the cost would be $120. Okay, so we're writing these function rules in order to solve something about, all the equations. So, okay, so now let's take a look at another one. So 60 plus $55 per every hour. Write a function rule for the total bill. Okay. And then I want to know how long, or what's the total bill for 3 hours. So T is equal to 60 plus 55 times 3. So 55 times 3, 165. Plus 60 is 220. So the total cost is $220. Okay, so now it's time for you to pause the video, but before we do that, let's take a look at some of them that I may want you guys to, let's look at some of these that I want you guys to do. So let's look at, which would be a good one? Maybe like 4 and 5, and 6. Let's do one with a decimal because nobody likes decimals. So let's try 7. I think that's good. Maybe do 4 of them. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video for right now, and then we will come back and look at these 4 examples. Okay, so now let's take a look at these 4 problems that I did. Okay, so R is like is, so F is 75 for the house call and $60 per hour. Okay, a hot dog D costs 1 more than half the cost of a hamburger. Jose is 3 years younger than 3 times his brother's age. So Jose is 3 times his brother's age minus 3. How old is Jose if his brother is 5? So then that just means that I'm going to take B and I'm going to plug in 5. So then 15 minus 3, which is 12. So Jose is 12 years old. Here the taxi cab charges $4.25 for the first mile, and then $1.50 for every additional. That should have been an M. Every additional mile, and then write a rule for the total rate. So then what's the total rate for 12 miles? So R is equal to 4.25 plus 1.5 times 12. So 1.5 and 12, 0, 1, 3, 5, 1, 1, 8, 0. So 18. So 18 plus 4.25 gives me 5, 2, 2, 2. So $22.25 for the total. Okay? And that is it for writing a function rule.